Welcome students to history lecture of standard 7th. In last lecture we started chapter number 2, India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. We studied about various ruling powers or dynasties existed in India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. Now let us continue our chapter. Next we will learn about invasions from the northwest. Before we start this topic, it is necessary to understand what is the meaning of invasions and invaders. What does invasion means? An invasion is the movement of an army into a region, usually in a hostile attack that's part of a war or a conflict. Invasion is the action of entering a place with an army in order to take control of it. Thus, invasion means an act of an army that invades for conquest, and a person or a group that invades means attacks a country or a region is known as invader. We studied about the Yadava and Rashtragut dynasty in Maharashtra. During their rule, invaders from the northwest conquered these local dynasties and established their own rule. In the meanwhile, Arab rulers turned towards India to expand their empire. The Arab general Muhammad bin Qasim attacked the Sindh province in the 8th century, and by defeating King Dahir, he conquered the Sindh province. Before this campaign, Arabs had no contacts with India. Because of this campaign, the Arabs came into the political contact with India for the first time. After Arabs, Turks, Afghans, and Mughals from Central Asia came to India and established their power here. In the 11th century CE, the Turks began to invade India. Expanding their territories, they reached the northwestern frontier of India. Like Arabs, Turks also entered and invaded India. But where did Turks came from? What is the origin of Turkish people? Turks originated in Northeast Asia. Then they started to spread all over North Asia. Then they migrated and settled in Central Asia around 6th century. Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni invaded India many times. He plundered the rich temples at Mathura, Vrindavan, Kanauj and Somnath and carried away enormous wealth with him. Students, plunder means to steal the things or to loot the things, and enormous means large amount. Enormous wealth means large amount of money, property or other valuable things. Next we will learn about Sultanate in the north. Students, do you know what does the Sultanate means? Sultanate means a territory or country governed by a sultan. Sultan Muhammad Ghuri of Ghur from Afghanistan invaded India, means attacked India in 1175 CE and 1178 CE. He appointed Qutbuddin Aibak to look after the governance of the conquered territories in India. Later, after the death of Muhammad Ghuri in 1206 CE, Qutbuddin Aibak began to rule the Indian territories. Later, Qutbuddin Aibak died in 1210 CE. After Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish, Razia, Bulban, Alauddin Khilji, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Firoz Tughlaq, Ibrahim Lodi and other sultans ruled over India. Ibrahim Lodi was the last sultan. He made many enemies because of his strange behavior. Daulat Khan Lodi was the governor of Punjab. He invited Babur to fight against Ibrahim Lodi. Babur was the ruler of Kabul. Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the battle and thus Sultanate came to an end. Students, we are going to conclude this session, and in next session we will study about the kingdom of Vijayanagar.